Theater is alive and well in the Midwest. In larger markets, auditions dictate who makes the final cut. However, the people at the Vermilion Theater Productions have taken a very inclusive mindset when it comes to casting their plays. Last night, they performed their take on Willy Wonka.
If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
Dozens of people settled into their seats Thursday night to enjoy a spirited performance of a classic fan favorite.
Production of over 30 incredibly enthusiastic young people and young at heart people putting their hearts and souls into a production and having a lot of fun and being nurtured as individuals in the whole process.
Other playhouses stress over the audition process for selecting who is capable of filling certain roles. The people over at Vermilion Theater Productions have steered away from that mentality.
It's really not about auditions at all. It's really not about the sorts of things that come often with art like this. We do want to make it art, but we also want to have every individual child feel fully a part of the process.
The new Columbia Playhouse has been around for several years, but recent changes have solidified its presence going into the future.
In years prior, we had to cobble together temporary stages with temporary lighting and temporary sound, and now we find ourselves in a situation where we can settle in and develop musicals like this one in future years as well.
It's not too late to catch their performance of Willy Wonka. There is another showing Friday at 7 and Saturday at noon.
A Saskatchewan author came to Lloydminster yesterday to officially launch her new book. Ann Patton was at the Bar Colony Heritage Cultural Center promoting her award-winning novel. As Jessica Isaac explains, the story she tells ties in with the roots of Lloydminster's community.
Frank opened his diary. Dorothy peeked as he wrote with his new pen. At last we are off and fairly on the briny.
Full Steam to Canada is a historical fiction. It's based on a true story about a young girl's travels from England to Canada with the Bar colonists.
Well, I wrote this at a grade 5 reading level. And I also know, because of being a retired teacher, that the grade 5 social studies curriculum in Saskatchewan is immigration to Canada. So I thought it would fit the curriculum.
The idea originated when Patton stumbled across a tape-recorded interview from 1983 in which 89-year-old Dorothy Bone shared the story of her family traveling to the New World.
I listened to the tape, and this woman remembered that when she was a child, she had come, and all the adults had gotten seasick. So she was a child of 9, and she had just free run of this entire ship. Now that really appealed to me as a story idea.
Through her research, Patton discovered a diary at the Saskatchewan Archives Board, which belonged to Bob Holtby, Dorothy's older brother.
And he actually documented day by day on the ship, what they ate, every little detail, well, not every detail, the ones that were important to him, I guess, is what he documented. In the entire diary, he never mentioned his 9-year-old sister.
After that, Patton says the story seemed to almost write itself, especially as more and more historical pieces were added.
I started writing the story, and I had this cast of characters, and I don't know, they took on a life of their own, and they had all kinds of adventures.
The book is available for purchase at the Bar Colony Heritage Cultural Center, but Patton says it's not just for young people.
Because of the accuracy of all the details in it, I think it's a good read for any adult that's interested in history.
Jessica Isaac, Newcap News.
Well, authors aren't the only visitors in the Midwest this week. The Thorpe Recovery Center is gearing up to host country star Terry Clark next Thursday, but there are many other activities going on this weekend. Heather Klages has the details in this week's What's Happening.
Tomorrow you have a chance to see some talented dancers. The Lloydminster Ladies of Belly Dancing are hosting their 2nd annual belly dancing show. You've actually got a chance to catch 2 performances tomorrow. They'll have one at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and one at 8. You've got a chance to see all different types of belly dancing. Maybe they'll be using cymbals, maybe they'll be using veils. A chance for you to really explore this type of dance tomorrow here in Lloydminster. Tickets only $10. The proceeds go to breast cancer research. It's at the Wayside Inn. You've heard her on Lloyd FM. She is known the world over for being a fantastic country singer. Terry Clark. She is live in Lloydminster on Thursday night. She's part of a very special event. It's the Building Hope Gala for the Thorpe Recovery Center. They've got a full evening lined up. They're going to have mocktails, a specialty coffee bar. They will have a silent auction. They're going to have a live auction as well. Some fantastic food and, of course, a performance from Terry Clark. If you want to get your tickets, if you want more information, just head online to thorperecoverycenter.org. This weekend, we have got a chance for you to win an album that a lot of people are talking about, just hit store shelves. It's new music from Alison Krauss, the album called Paper Airplanes. A lot of people love her voice. If you love it too, a copy of this can be yours. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontest@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for hooking us up with the new music. If you're in the Vermilion area tomorrow, the Art Club is hosting their annual show and sale. Absolutely free to get in. Things get underway at 9:30. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clegus, and that's what's happening.
We have more on the ongoing flood developments in Manitoba. We'll bring you the details of that story coming up after the break.
Stocks and oil prices brought to you by Spectrum Restoration. For floods, fire, smoke damage, and more, call Spectrum Restoration, a certified member of the Canadian Disaster Restoration Group.